As per the previous class, we have completed how we have to use HTTP session object in our servlets to handle sessions in the uh, web web programming here. Just we have to take a revision of how so far we have done in the program. So just I'm taking the revision, revise whatever the application we have done so far. Okay, so the first step we have designed index.html. In index.html, I just create a form. I just create a form to display list of stationary items to the end user, along with asking the user to take the input value to take how many number of items you wish to take. Okay, so that text box I am placing here to each and every stationary item in the index.html, and at last the submit button we have placed here in the form. So after giving the input value for each and every item, that the end user wish to take, then uh, it will go to shop server program. Shop server here, we have done first step, which is very common. So we just set the content type as and then we have the item cost. We have placed here in the index.html as hidden. Okay, so here you see input type equal to hidden, uh, value equal to 2, just like 2 rupees, assume, and then cost. So every we have placed the hidden box associated with the each and every item, which indicates that as every when the next step is here. So we have taken how many number of items that the end user wants to take. That will be taken as a request.get parameter with the corresponding parameter name here. Okay, and then initialize three variables corresponding to each and four variables corresponding to each and every item with 0 as the final cost or the final amount for the each and every item by applying the formula corresponding to the particular item here. And then I just create the session object, and I will get the session object from the request object using the method dot get session. And then the point is here. Suppose if the item book should not be equal to null and also should not be empty string, then that indicates the user has given a specific value into into corresponding book item here. If that happens, so that I'm taking that book cost, applying the formula like book cost into number of books he wished to. That formula I am applying here. So as book cost and book variables are strings, so that I have converted that values into integer like integer dot parseInt. Okay. So book cost into book, that will be stored into book amount. So like that. If suppose another item is also given the count, so that each and every item, similar to the way how we are verifying the book, so we are verifying the remaining items also like this condition. Okay, and for remaining items also I am applying the same formula here corresponding to that particular item and stored into the corresponding variable here. Okay, so that is the point. And the next, once this has been done, then once calculated all the items amount. So then these items amount uh, is again be stored back into session by using the method called set that attribute and the name of the item. So pencil amount is the integer, but we cannot able to store the scalar integer values into the session, so that we have to convert this into a string. So by just concatenating an empty string to the integer, it will convert into the string automatically. So then the string is uh, uh,
Sir, your
for storing all these variables into the session. So then again, it will redirect it to add item.html here. See, add item.html. So to there, we just give the information to the end users that your selected items have been added. So if you wish to continue, so then again click on index.html. Otherwise, if you want to show the bill, so that click for the bill here. So that will be displayed as a add item to the end user. Suppose again, if the user clicks on the index.html, so it will go to index.html and showing the list of items, and the end user will give the item count. So then again it will go to the shop servlet. Here inside the shop servlet, we will verify each and every item's count if the corresponding count is getting, so that so we are applying the formula here. But the problem is here, suppose the second time onwards, if the item uh, if the specific item is not entered, specific item count is not entered, so that that condition not entered, so then the condition will be false. Correspond to that item condition is false, and the corresponding item variable amount variable is 0. So that if you go to the end, for that item which is not selected by the user, it will be stored again as 0. Okay. For example, at the first time, pencil amount has been calculated and put it into session. Second time, suppose if the user entered another item count and will come back to the shop servlet. Here, for the corresponding entered count entered variable, we are calculating, but the remaining variable is having 0. Okay, so for that value which is 0 in the specific item, it will be stored 0 and updated with 0 in the session. Uh, and the previous value, whatever we stored for that item, it will be overwritten with the new value, which is 0. So that's a problem here. Every time when we are assigning the value that particular item into the session, there's a problem here. So to overcome this problem, so what we have to do here is, so as usually we are okay. So am I clear, the students here? I just give one problem, share one problem here. Can you please unmute and tell me, confirm me whether my point is clear or not?
yes, sir.
So every time we are writing on the value is maybe overwritten. So to overcome this thing, we just add this into if conditions itself. There's a simple solution here. Book amount, and this is a laptop amount. And this is mobile amount. This is mobile amount. Okay. So the corresponding item count is given. So then, so with that, and for that variable only, we are calculating the formula, and we are updating that variable into the session. The remaining okay, so only the specific amount, the specific count has given to the items. So that variable only, for that variable only, the condition becomes true. And when the condition is when the condition becomes true, so then we are applying the formula, and we are creating the attribute for that variable only. The remaining variables we are not at all touch. Okay, so the problem will be, and then next, I will give another problem also. I will share the another problem also. Suppose first time pencil is, please please mute. Suppose the problem is, I'm again tell you, the first time the pencil count is given by the user. Uh, uh, Second time also, pencil count is given. Example. Okay. So please, any students, unmute yours. If the user given the same item which has been earlier uh, have you understood my problem?
It is not visible, not audible, sir.
Noted. Okay. So first time, the user selects the pencil amount, like pencil count. Second time also, the user selects the pencil count again. So then what we have to do for this case? Pencil count is given as 2. Then we are calculating that 2 rupees each pencil into 2 count, so that 4 rupees. That 4 rupees will be updated into session. Suppose the second time also, the user selects the pencil amount as 3 rupees, as 3 count. Then what we have to do? Now presently we are calculating the pencil amount like 2 rupees into 3 count, so that 6 rupees. Previously 4 rupees plus now 6 rupees. Previously 4 rupees, now we have to get. Am I right? Before updating the variable pencil amount variable into the session, so first of all we have to verify whether the pencil amount is already been existed in the session or not. That we have to verify. If the pencil amount is existed already in the session, so that we first get that previous amount and then add new amount to the existing amount and update that total amount into the session back. That we have to do. Am I right? Get the point or not?
Yes, sir.
So here we are calculating the pencil
So now
with the
your
new
voice is breaking.
setting the new amount. I'm verifying that amount. I'm verifying the pencil amount in the session or not. If the pencil amount is already been existed, so then that object will be returned back. That should not be. If that object is not equal to null, that we extract existing pencil amount and convert that integer and add this number to the newly calculated updated in this pencil amount, new pencil updated amount is again stored back into the session as the same variable pencil amount. Okay, so get the point. Get the point or not? Can apply to each and every variable. Session attribute, pencil amount, it is book amount, book amount, then it is a laptop amount, date with the laptop amount, and we get the amount of laptop from the session. And here also the book amount, and then it is a book amount. It's a laptop amount. Next, it's a mobile amount. Mobile amount. Mobile amount. Mobile amount. It's a laptop amount. It's a book. We also updated the new amount value, adding with existing amount. It is there, that is. And the next, go to card bill again. Here, we are displaying all the values into the and then point set or not. Okay. So, but here in our program, so every time we are getting the attributes, uh, all the attributes from the program, from the session itself. Okay. So it may have the situation that the session may not contain, may not existed all the stationary items here. Okay. So we have to verify whether that particular attribute existed or not. then equal to null. Nothing but object is existed. Okay. Before that, we just create the variables corresponding to each and every item. So pencil amount, and then book amount, then laptop amount, then mobile amount equal to empty string. Amount variable is existed, returns us not null. So returns not null, so that we get the attribute from the same thing we have to verify. The pencil amount, and it is book amount. Book amount, and it is laptop amount. Laptop laptop amount. It is mobile variable values. So first we have to verify the corresponding amount is there in the session or not. Then returns null, so that can okay. Then we are so let me run the program. It's taking much time to start. Okay. So go to Chrome. The list of items and each and every item cost, and we are asking to the end user to take how many items how many items you need to take. Okay. Suppose pencil I am taking 2 items. I need 3 items for the so, otherwise, if you click here, it will show the bill. Am I right? Okay. If I am clicking here, then again it will redirect it to the first page itself. And here, out of this, now I want a laptop, one laptop. Then again submit. Again click here, it will redirect it to the home page. And now I wish to take again pencil with 5 items. Already pencil item we have selected previously with 3. Now presently, so I wish to take 5 pencils again. Okay, so my decision has been changed. Okay, so previously 3 items and now 5 items. The total 10 items, 20 rupees we have to get as a pen for me. So that's all. Our shopping has been completed. So I want to get bill how much amount I have to pay total. Okay. So here see that pencil 16 rupees and no book selected, and laptop 20,000. So only one laptop I have selected, and mobile there is no mobiles selected. Am I right? Okay. So the total these 2 items have been selected and these items have been displayed. But total amount to be paid I have not at all calculated. So we have to calculate total amount to be paid finally. Okay. So please help me how to calculate the total amount.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now I want to calculate the total amount to be paid. Please help me in this regard. How to calculate total amount? where exactly in cart bill servlet. Amount to be paid has to be calculated. Where we have to calculate, whether it is in shop servlet or cart bill servlet.
Card servlet, sir.
Very good, cart bill servlet. Okay. So how to calculate the total amount to be paid?
వస్తుంది సార్ అమౌంట్స్
So yeah, very good. All the values we have to add it up. How to get all the values from the session?
పెన్సిల్ అమౌంట్ వేరియబుల్ బుక్ అమౌంట్ వేరియబుల్
No. All the attributes we have to get at a time. So which items have been selected by the user, we don't know exactly in the program. Am I right? Only one item may be selected, or two items may be selected, or all the items may be selected, but we don't know exactly. So here, to calculate the total amount, so we have to get all, and we have, okay. So how to get all the attributes? Similar to that kind, we have another method is there. What is that method? To get all the attributes from the session.
get attribute names.
Very good. Okay. That request dot get parameter names. We not get attribute names. In the discussion also, we gave the example of request dot get parameter names. Similar to that request dot get parameter names, we have session dot attribute names is there to get all the attribute names in the enumeration format. So if you iterate that enumeration object, so then we will get each and every attribute, and we will in turn we will get the value. Okay, you forget everything. Enumeration names equal to and get attribute name. Okay, enumeration we have to java util package. Okay, and then enumeration I have to iterate. Okay, so name dot has more elements. Okay, so sorry, take name here also name string name equal to names dot next element dot to string, because it returns object, so we convert that object into the string. Okay, after getting the name, so we have to get the value. So how to get the value from the session dot get attribute of name, and again returns object, in turn we have to convert into the string. Okay, so here total amount we have to calculate, take one variable total amount equal to 0. Okay, and total amount equal to total amount plus integer dot int of, then every item value we are getting from the session, and this value is added up to the total amount of the file, the total amount value once the iteration is completed. So this amount we have to display as a last row. Total amount, total amount. So go to Chrome. 2 items, and laptop 1 item, and again suppose book item, so I need 2 books. Okay, so finally I just want to show my bill. Okay, pencil 4 rupees, 20,000 rupees. Total amount is 20,024 rupees. So this is the cart bill amount you need to pay. So like that, we can able to simulate online shopping website, how exactly uh, online shopping will be operations performed for the user. So we are not at all applying any creativity, any styles and images and all these things, but background, this is the basic operation at all for doing online. Okay, this is a very simple way to perform this kind of online shopping. So everything is clear or not?